I come in here every day and I sit down, and on the wall right in front of me it says, if you want to change your life, you've got to change your life. Think about that for a minute. Do different things, get different results. Have you ever thought that maybe where you are right now in life, good or bad, is 100% the result of your actions and it's not anybody else's fault? Maybe it's time more of us become adults, look at our lives, and realize that actions have consequences. But there's a positive side of that as well. Actions have consequences. If you don't like the results you're getting today, do different things. Get different results. There's a story in John chapter 5 that does not get talked about enough, but I think about it. Jesus walks into Jerusalem and comes near a pool called Bethesda. Now, around that pool are sick people, blind people, disabled people, hurting people, waiting people. And among them is one man who's been stuck for 38 years. 38 years. That's longer than some people's entire adult life. 38 years of watching other people move. 38 years of hoping today might be different. 38 years of disappointment. 38 years of being close to help but never quite receiving it. Now, here's the part that gets me. Jesus sees him. Now that sounds simple, but it's not. Because a crowd can look at you and still not see you. People can step around you every day and never really notice your pain. You can be surrounded by people and still feel invisible. But Jesus, well, Jesus sees the man. He sees the years. He sees the disappointment, the excuses, the loneliness, the life that has been sitting still for too long. Then Jesus asks him a strange question. He says, "Do you want to be made well?" Now, at first, that sounds almost unnecessary. It sounds obvious to you and me, right? Of course he wants to be made well. He's been lying there for 38 years. But you see, Jesus, in his wisdom, he never wasted words. And I think Jesus is asking something deeper. Do you want change? Or have you become comfortable with survival? Do you still want to rise, or have you built your identity around being stuck, like many others? Do you still believe life can be different, or have you made peace with lying beside the pool? Now, that's an uncommon lesson about Jesus. Jesus does not only comfort people in their pain, but sometimes he confronts the part of us that has gotten used to staying there. The man answers, "I have no one to help me." That's a common answer we hear in our society today, isn't it? And that answer is it's heartbreaking. But it's so familiar because so many people live there. I have no one. No one opened the door. No one gave me a chance. No one understood me. No one supported me. No one stood up for me. And sometimes all of those are true because people fail us. Systems fail us. Families fail us. And you know what? Sometimes our friends fail us. But Jesus does not let the man's history become his prison. He does not argue with him. He does not shame him. He does not give him a long speech. He simply says, "Get up pick up your mat, and walk. Well, Jesus just told this man, if you want to change your life, you've got to change your life. You've got to do different things if you want to get different results. So get up. After 38 years, get up. After disappointment, get up. After being overlooked, get up. After everyone else is moving ahead but you, get up. And that is the lesson. Sometimes the miracle begins when Jesus calls you to participate in the very thing you thought you could not do. He did not tell the man to feel ready. He didn't tell him to wait until his confidence came back. He did not tell him to make sure everyone approved. Jesus said, get up. And the man had a choice. He could stay there and explain why it was impossible, or he could move. Now, you see, that's where many people are right now, I think. You have reason to be tired. You have reason to be discouraged. You have reasons to feel forgotten. You may even have real reasons why life has been unfair. But Jesus still comes near, and he still asks, do you want to be made well? Not, do you want sympathy, or do you want a handout, or do you want attention? Not, do you want to rehearse this pain forever and just keep living every day and in the same suffering you put yourself through? Do you want to rise? Because at some point, faith has to move from explanation to action. At some point, you have to stop pointing at everybody else and all your excuses and start listening to Jesus. At some point, you have to stop waiting for perfect conditions and take the next obedient step. Because, friends, I'm going to tell you, as a successful businessman, there is no such thing as perfect conditions. So, get up. The man's mat, it had carried him for years. But after Jesus spoke, the man carried the mat. Did you hear that? That's powerful. You see, the thing that used to define his limitation became evidence of his freedom. And maybe that's what God wants to do with you. The pain that's tried to label you may become part of your testimony. The struggle that's tried to stop you may become proof that Jesus still heals. The season that looked wasted may become the very place where people see God's power. So no matter how you feel, no matter how you feel, dress up, get up, show up, and never, ever, ever quit. Not because life is easy, not because people have always helped you, not because you'll never get hurt, but because Jesus still sees people beside the pool. He still speaks to stuck places. He still calls tired souls to rise. And when Jesus says, get up, you don't have to stay where life has left you. Do different things. Get different results. If you want to change your life, well, then you're going to have to change your life. My name is Douglas Vandergraph, and I believe in Jesus Christ. God bless every single one of you. Every single one.